Top of the morning to you, and you're welcome to the Friday edition of Dominion Sports right here on Dominion Television. I am Paul Abe Toluwanimi, and this wonderful morning we'll be taking you through the stories making the round from the local stories, giving you updates also from the top 5 leagues in the world. And let me inform you that Arsenal are going to take on Newcastle. It is going to be a major showdown till the end of the season. Also, we got an update from the world of basketball and also tennis. All this and more on the show. And remember, we have a guest to join us to talk about the Premier League right here on the go. I'm not alone in the studio. I have Sanurdin Alimi joining me this wonderful morning to talk sport. Top of the morning to you, and how are you feeling? I was in stock for the world of sports in the studio.
Good morning, Toluwanimi. Good morning, viewers. It's nice to be back here again, and it's the weekend. This is the preview that leads to the action that we'll review next week. So we have basketball, like you talked about. There's WNBA season starting this weekend. Preseason is starting. We have a host of contingents from the Tigers that will be playing in that competition. There's the NBA playoffs going on. There's tennis, Madrid Open. The main action just started. Yannick Sinner et al. Are going to play later today. We have to talk about the top 5 leagues in Europe. But yes, Bayern have clinched the league last week. Coventry promoted to the Premier League, but there are still other leagues that are yet to be settled. Is it possible Inter Milan get the league this weekend? We'll talk about that. AC Milan and Juventus, a very big one, is also happening in Italy. There are other big matches. Arsenal are to face Newcastle, and there's the FA Cup semi-finals at Wembley this weekend. Manchester City take on Leeds, and Manchester City take on Southampton, and Chelsea take on Leeds at Wembley Stadium, and it's going to be
on May the 1st to May the 8th at 2026 as the draws are held today right here in Lagos. The club, which would also contend in this year's Super 4, Doma United, Inter.
From the 4 conferences need to compete to decide the overall winner, and that's what we're going to get from May 1st to the May 8th. The draws will be happening later today, so we know who's going to face who and the round robin system. And at the end of the day, good luck to all the teams participating in the competition, and we expect fireworks from both.
So let me ask you, would you think have the better chance of lifting the trophy?
Yes, that's why it's tricky for me. When it comes to the round robin competition like this, to determine the winner, most times the performances from the league phase doesn't translate into the knockout or the NLL, the championship at the end of the season. So that happens in the championship as well. The second position up until the fifth position, they compete. I'm sorry, they compete in the playoffs in the air to determine who's going to. So most times the team from the 4th position, 5th position tend to win the event at the end of the day. So you have to. This is a different pattern and this is a different format. This is different from the league phase. You have to finish the game at the end of the day, so you get the chance to show yourself. And if it's going to be a league format, those teams will play against themselves. And just 3 games, you have to be sharp. You have to get your maximum point. And if it's a knockout phase, it's a one-off. You need to get the games as soon as possible and win the game. So for me, I expect the best team to win. Inter Lagos, Sporting Lagos, Doma United, Rangers Bees. They know what is at stake for them to get the stake to be the champions of the NLL and to compete in the league next season. So expecting fireworks from all sides, and it's just a different ball game from the normal league format. You're playing teams from the champions from all the conferences, and most times the person with the least points from the league phase sometimes wins the league. So at the end of the day, we just wait to see what happens in the.
So you're still here to answer my question. Would you think would win?
I'm not. I'm sitting on the fence for this. Maybe when the league starts, maybe when I gauge the performances of those teams, come May 1st. That's in the fortnight.
Yeah,
so
the fortnight. Yeah.
That it's still nearby, and we'll still have the chance to review the league and the performance of those teams and the players that will fit for the competition before that time. So maybe by that time I will have a concrete answer for you. Right now,
beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's give you update for match day 36, which is going to hold, which is supposed to hold this weekend, but now it's been moved to the May the 1st and May the 3rd, owing to the President Federation Cup window.
Yes, this weekend we'll have Shooting Stars against Crown FC of Ogbomoso, playing at the Lagos Salami Stadium to compete who is going to win the Oyo State FA Cup. So the reason why those matches were postponed were because of this, for state federations to complete their cups to get the final robin or get the final round of teams that would compete in the Presidential FA Cup, which happened at the end of the regular MPFL season. So this weekend, like I mentioned, Shooting Stars will play against Crown FC of Ogbomoso at the Lagos Salami Stadium on Sunday to determine who the winner is going to be. And in the other 35 states of the federation, this is a similar occurrence going on in those states as well. So between now and Monday, we'll know the teams that would represent their various states in the Presidential FA Cup, and we'll know the winners from different federations. So next weekend we'll have the continuation of the NPFL, which is match 36. We have 3 matches to go. Shooting Stars will be playing Nasarawa United and a host of other games too that are on display for us. So it's exciting times. If you are going to be missing the NPFL this weekend, trust me, the FA Cup or state federations is where you should put your focus.
Yeah, all right. Before we move on to basketball and tennis update, let's look at the top 5 contenders for the NPFL. I know, it's still table down to Rangers and Rivers United. Right now, Rangers are leading on first position with 59 points. We have Rivers second with 58 points. You have Ikorodu City next, also 55. You have Abia Warriors are fourth with 55, and you have Shooting Stars, who are sitting fifth with 54 points. Now let's talk about Rangers International. They have Bayelsa away, they have Bendel, and they have Ikorodu City. Let's talk about Rivers United. They have Abia Warriors, Wiki Tourist, and also they have Plateau United. Let's look at these 2 teams for you. Who can still come on top to lift the NPFL title?
Anybody can still come on top. It's tricky times. What happened 2 weeks ago in the NPFL showed us that you're not guaranteed to get maximum points on your home front, even as strong as you are on the NPFL table. So that's to show you either Rangers or Rivers have all to do. They have to get maximum points from all the 3 games that are left between now and the end of the season. For Rivers United, they play Abia Warriors, one of the contenders for the continental ticket. So that's one of the tricky ones. But for Rivers United, for Rangers International, they have Bendel and the likes, and I think that's a less tough path to the victory for them. So both teams have their job cut out. When the time comes, we'll dissect that and go back to the drawing board to get
right. Before we move away from that, let's talk about the continental sport for you. It's between Ikorodu City, Abia Warriors, and the Shooting Stars. For you, would you think can make it through to have a stake when it comes to continental football?
That's very tricky as well, because all the teams here look like this week they play well, the next weekend they falter. So, and for Shooting,
most especially going away from
home. So, but for Shooting Stars, I think they have the upper hand at the moment, because out of the last 3 games they have in this football, it can break anywhere. For Ikorodu City as well, they have a very strong showdown against Rangers International on the last day of the season. So that's one of the reasons why I feel Shooting Stars have the edge at the moment in the game. But Abia Warriors to play Rivers United next weekend. So that shows you at the top, a lot of teams are playing. Meanwhile, Shooting Stars are also playing Nasarawa United, who are 6th on the log this coming weekend too. So that is exciting. And but for Shooting Stars, they have two home games. I think Ikorodu have just a home game. Yeah. So that puts Shooting Stars in the stead for the position right now. But it's football; anything can happen. With the strong side win the continental ticket at the end of the day.
We're going to be looking at that top 5 contenders for professional sport and also continental football. We need to move away from local stories and let's get an update from the world of basketball. Exciting time, trust me. I was super amazed overnight for what they were able to do when it comes to the playoff. It's interesting. And also the world of tennis. What do you have for us quickly?
Yes, in the basketball season, it's playoff season in the NBA, and that's what we want to see. The action is eating up. It's the best of 7, and a lot of teams are moving ahead on the series now. Atlanta Hawks defeated New York Knicks 109-108 over the night and are leading the series right now. That was game 3. Atlanta Hawks lead by 2-1. Toronto Raptors defeated Cleveland Cavaliers 126-104. They're also leading the series 2-1 now. And Minnesota Timberwolves as well defeated Denver Nuggets 113-96. Leading the series 2-1 at the moment.
And I'm sorry, Ayo Durosomi, I mean, it's fantastic.
Yes, I had a very great performance yesterday. That's what you want to see. And for the Tigers, the main national team of basketball of Nigeria, I like the way they're bringing the focus on him.
Right now.
Everybody's celebrating him, and he had a very great performance over the night. So later tonight or overnight tomorrow, Philadelphia 76ers will be playing against Boston Celtics in the game 4. Rockets will be playing against LA Lakers, the LeBron James family, and Luka Doncic. Portland Trail Blazers will play against San Antonio Spurs. Orlando Pirates will play against Detroit Pistons. Phoenix will play against OKC Thunders, and Atlanta Hawks for game 4 will be hosting New York Knicks at their stadium. So that's exciting. The NBA playoffs, that is game 4. Game 3 is done and dusted now. We're moving to the next round, and some teams will conclude their series in game 4. With some teams going to game 5. That's what we're yet to see. And on the WNBA preseason tour, I mentioned that earlier in my introduction, starting this weekend, and the host of the Tigress players are going to be playing there. And I think the Nigerian contingent will play a part against one or two of those teams. So this season, the Washington Mystics, they have Kiki Rafian, Mikel Onyewere, and Christine Iwuala as part of the Nigerian contingent that will be representing their colors in the WNBA this season. For the Stanford women basketball, Shea Ijiwoye is going to be representing Nigeria as well. She's a part-time journalist, athlete, and student, and that's what we want to see, a combination of all we have together to bring it to the fan. It's exciting. She's also part of the Tigress contingent, preparing for the World Cup later this year. So that's exciting. And the big one for me is the Basketball African League, where Marktown Flyers released their roster for the basketball tournament that's happening in Morocco later this month. So the whole roster is out, and I think our producer can help us display the list of players that are going to play at the continent and represent Nigeria. They're debutants at the competition. It's just exciting to see what they are going to show the world about Nigerian basketball on the big stage.
All right.
In tennis, Madrid Open is going on right now, and yesterday there was a practice match at the Santiago Bernabeu. It was very exciting to see Florentino Perez sat as the umpire in between the lines. We had Jude Bellingham and Rafael Nadal on one point, and Courtois and Yannick Sinner on the other side playing practice basketball, and to show you that the Bernabeu is open to various events. The refurbishment they did lately, if you remember, they had the chance to host a concert, host a football match, and all as a tennis tournament. And it's clay. That's to show you how inventive the world is right now, and they're trying to accommodate more courts in Madrid to help players in the tennis world as well. So it's exciting to see. Florentino Perez oversaw the match, and it was just exciting. Fans enjoyed the doubles between players and ex-players on the field. So it was exciting to see. And the order of play for today is out for the Madrid Open. Yannick Sinner starts his journey. Is world #1 right now. He won the last 3 Masters titles. He's going to become the first man to complete all 5 Masters consecutively. He has a great run of form right now. He's going to be facing, Yannick Sinner is starting. He's going to be facing Bonzi from France later today. We have loads of exciting matches. Musetti is going to play Ukaz. Coco Gauff is going to be facing John. Fields is going to be playing Blue. Echeverry is going to play against Ofner. Yuri Leheka, the guy from the Miami Open, who had a very great tournament there, is going to be playing against Fields. We have Madison Keys against Zhang. Victor Pliskova is playing against Sakari. Rafael Joda, the exciting Spaniard, is going to be playing today against De Minaur. Mboko is going to be playing against Mikali. Marin Cilic is going to be playing against Jan Fonseca. Andrei Rublev is going to be playing against Corino. Lots of exciting matches that is going to happen in Madrid today, and it's just exciting in the world of tennis right now. This is the preliminary before the Roland Garros happening in May later this year, and we expect to see loads of stars that missed this tournament, the likes of Carlos Alcaraz, the likes of Novak Djokovic, who withdrew from this competition due to one injury or the other to keep themselves fit of this competition, and it's exciting to see, and that is what we have on the world of tennis right now.
All right, we have just been able to give you updates when it comes to the world of tennis, the Madrid ATP Clay, and also giving you updates from the WTA, and also giving an update when it comes to the world of basketball, back-to-back actions across all sports. This wonderful morning, we have a guest joining us to talk major leagues across the world. You're talking about the Premier League. She's an Arsenal fan, and definitely we want to hear a side of the story before the end of the season. Join us. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Need a professional space to bring your vision to life? Dominion Television Studios offers state-of-the-art facilities perfect for your next broadcast, commercial, corporate video, or live event. We provide the perfect environment for high-quality productions. Unleash your creativity. For bookings, email us at marketing@dominion.org.ng. Call us on 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok at Dominion Broadcast, and on X at Dominion Casts. Book your space today. Dominion Television, your channel. Need a professional space to bring your vision to life? Dominion Television Studios offers state-of-the-art facilities perfect for your next broadcast, commercial, corporate video, or live event. With flexible rental options, cutting-edge equipment, and a supportive team, we provide the perfect environment for high-quality productions. Unleash your creativity. For bookings, email us at marketing@dominion.org.ng. Call us on 0705.
Right, you're welcome back to Dominion Sports right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. And right now we're heading straight to the games for the weekend. And the question still remains, who will win the Premier League title between Manchester City and Arsenal? I have a guest in the studio known as Sport Barbie. She's an Arsenal fan, and having conversations with her just made, come embarrass yourself when it comes to Arsenal, because Arsenal are just like that, in that sense. I'll still have Nuruddin Alimi joining me. Top of the morning to you. I'm sure the fans are excited to see you.
Good morning. I'm Sport Barbie, and yes, an Arsenal fan.
Great. All right, let's start off quickly, Nuruddin, and Manchester City are now topping the table with just the same point, and just goal difference separating the side. You look at the games for Manchester City. It's Crystal Palace, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa. And also for Arsenal, this weekend they're going to face Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace. Let's start off with the last game on Saturday between Arsenal and Newcastle. For you, how do you see, these two teams? Can Arsenal nick it through? Who is under pressure the most? And who do you think can win it?
Arsenal should nick this through. And for the first time since match day 7, Arsenal are off the top of the Premier League. That is an unprecedented thing. And that's what we see from Arsenal most times. But their quest for the title continues. The left, like I said, they are playing off the top of the table for the first time since match day 7. And they have the chance to go 6 points ahead of Manchester City before Manchester City play their next Premier League game, because this weekend Manchester City won't be playing the Premier League.
They have the FA Cup to play.
They have the Cup to play, and in a fortnight as well, before Manchester City play, Arsenal would play before them. So they have a chance to go 6 points clear. So a chance for them to reclaim their top spots against Newcastle seems very possible, because Newcastle have not won in the last 4 away games they've played, and Arsenal look like the strongest side. For Eddie Howe as well, he has not won at the Emirates. He's went there 9 times with different teams, and it's not seem to get the victory. But for Arsenal, it's worrying times for them, because 80% of their losses in the league has come for Arteta in the month of April, and they've not seemed to get it right in April. So it's worrying times, but Arsenal should still get this at the end of the day. They seem to be the stronger side at the moment. For Eddie Howe, they've not won a game in a long time. Over the weekend, they lost 2-1. A late goal from Bournemouth. From Tennessee, she got the win for Bournemouth and broke the Newcastle out. So, your question, Arsenal look like they will go 3 points ahead of City before City play with a game in hand. And it's just exciting times. I want to see what's going to happen in the running. All
right, let me ask the Arsenal fan, seated here with me this wonderful morning. For you, what went wrong, that we are at this stage right now competing between Manchester City and Arsenal? Do I remind you that Manchester City were not even in the thick of things earlier this season? It was just between Arsenal and maybe anybody who can chase them off the park. What went wrong, and now you're at this stage are facing Newcastle?
Well, I'm going to say that for me, I feel like it was fatigue for Arsenal. I mean, there was a lot going on. We had the chance to, win quadruple this year. We had the FA, we had Carabao Cup, Champions League, and then Premier League. And Champions League, we've had clean sheets. We've not lost yet. You understand? So I feel like it was fatigue because almost every week Arsenal was playing a game, and I don't know what went wrong. I would say maybe the noise was in their head or psychologically, because I mean it was literally the world against Arsenal at a point. Even every team like Chelsea that has not won something in a long time, Tottenham that might probably be relegated, had the mind to troll Arsenal, like, you understand. But I just feel like it was fatigue, and it was psychologically, right now the Arsenal is not in a good form. Also, I also believe that Arteta has issues with the way it started this particular league. I personally feel like you cannot start the league defensively and expect to finish it defensively. I mean, you can start attack, and then when you have accumulated enough points, you can decide that, okay, yes, we'll not defend it to the end. But you can't start a league defensively and then you not say you will not finish it. All other teams are not playing. They also literally want to win the game. I mean, it was a few weeks ago when Pep Guardiola was saying they were going to breathe down Arsenal's neck.
Yeah.
He is not joking. He knows what he's saying. So, yes, all these issues, you know, accumulated made Arsenal right now. And to feel like as if they are about to bottle the league.
Okay, so
Feel as-
now feel as if
we are not bottling the league.
Okay, now let's talk about the game against Newcastle for you. Do you
Okay.
think Newcastle has it all, you know, to ample your chance of lifting the trophy? And do you think a draw against Arsenal might just clear off the chance that Manchester City would win it?
If Arsenal get a draw with Newcastle, it's done. It's done and dusted. They've bottled the league.
Even with the games that you know, Manchester City have Crystal Palace, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa. Now, all these teams I just mentioned, aside Crystal Palace, have what they're chasing, and Everton is trying to chase European ticket.
Bournemouth
Brentford
are
also,
beating-
Bournemouth also, Aston
Villa
Villa.
are chasing
So,
the
do you think
concentrated
this
tickets.
draw would ample the chance, or maybe we can get this draw, maybe get the win, and still give us more clear chance to win the league?
Honestly, I don't think Arteta and his boys should have that mindset, that standard of, oh, let's go and get a draw. It's shameful. Right now, it should be, we are going to win this. We are going to get every point we need. Right now, Man City and Arsenal are on the same points.
Yeah. And the
Just
same goal difference.
The same goal difference
Yeah.
also. So, and the last match that Man City had with Burnley, right? I also felt like that would have been the game that Man City would have used as advantage, because I mean, if they had like 4-0,
yeah,
the
it
goal
should have-
difference
yeah,
would
I
have been
agree. I
enough.
agree.
But 1-0. So I actually celebrated that particular game. I was like, okay, we still have a chance.
yeah.
In case we all, you know, defeat all our rivals, I mean, all
Right, yeah.
our
Fulham,
other
West Ham,
teams, yes,
Burnley, Crystal
and we
Palace,
end up on the same points. We were able to, okay, goal difference, able to, you know, stand. Arsenal should try. But if Arsenal go and play with Newcastle and they actually end with draw, then it's done and dusted. This is a home game for Arsenal.
I agree.
And in all their home games that they've had, I think 14 home games in recent times or something, Arsenal has defeated Newcastle, I think 36-8 goals or something. So it does not make any sense right now that Arsenal should now go there and get a draw with Newcastle. Newcastle right now, their last I think 4 or 5 games,
yeah, it's been
they've struggled. Even though Arsenal is struggling right now, since they got back from the international break, it's been a lot. I don't also think that the standard should just reduce because of that. Whether or not they are about to bottle it, they should still have the boost, have the mind that they want to win this
game. All right, beautiful. Other games still in stock. Talking about that now. Arsenal against Newcastle. We just talked about that. Now, quickly, Wolves, Tottenham for you, Nuruddin. A win still gives them the chance to escape relegation, or maybe a draw. Just seal it off.
Gives
Tottenham.
I think Wolves will be looking to bring them down to drag them, and I'll gladly support Wolves later tomorrow to bring down Tottenham Hotspur. This is the tail of the season. Tottenham Hotspur have been woeful all season long. They've not won a game this year. We've hammered that over and over again. They don't seem to get over the line. Last weekend, the hearts were broken again when the last grabs from the Newcastle player, from the Brighton player, broke their hearts again. So it's just worrying times for De Zerbi. He has 1 point from 2 games. For a team that wants to get out of relegation, that is not what you want to see. And for Wolves, confirmed relegation, they had a run of 2 games that 3 games they picked up 6 points from 3 games. It looked like they were going to get themselves out of the relegation battle, but it didn't work out. They are relegation confirmed now, and they are looking for 2 other teams to help them drag them down below. So that's the likes of Javi Simons, Kolo Muani. They need to hit the ground running, but it has not worked for them. So Wolves also have their own problems, their woes that has contributed to them being relegated
right
for
now.
the first time since 2011-2012 season. So you just have to see what's going to happen. But I hope Tottenham Wolves defeat Nottingham tomorrow.
Okay. So is it possible? Do you see Tottenham relegating?
Genuinely, I want them to relegate.
Why?
They've been so horrible this season. It's like, I mean, I hope Wolves literally drag them down. No, have nothing to lose. They're already relegated. So I feel like their main aim right now is who are we going to choose to go down with us? And I hope they pick Tottenham.
Worrying times. Napoli play tonight. worrying times. Napoli play tonight at the Maradona against Cremonese, and if they get maximum point, they delay Inter's parade to the title. And there is Napoli against Juventus, a very big one. Second and fourth on the table, just 3 points between them. Napoli and AC Milan have 66 points respectively, and Juventus have 63 points. If Juventus win today, it puts them in the second position, level on points with Napoli and AC Milan, and that's going to push Inter's chase for the title up until maybe probably next weekend when mathematics will be against them. But for AC Milan and Juventus, the previous meetings between those sides has produced very little goals. Last 3 games ended in draws, nil-nil draws, 1-1 draw, and that's to show you how defensive both sides are when they play against themselves. But it's going to be an exciting one because a lot is at stake right now. AS Roma, Atlanta, and Como are out breathing on the neck of Juventus, who are on 4th position. AC Milan need to consolidate, even if you are not going to win the league, because it looks like Inter are runaway champions already. Just need to preserve and make it to the next weekend to confirm them as champions. So Napoli play Cremonese tonight. Inter are going away, and AC Milan will be hosting Napoli tomorrow. It's just exciting in Serie A, and who is going to be on 2nd position, 3rd position, and 4th position? Who is going to confirm the top 4 spots for Italian Serie A in the Champions League next season? The race is on right now, and that's exciting.
All right, let's talk about the FA Cup as we wrap up the show. Southampton against Manchester City, Chelsea against Leeds. It's worry times for Chelsea. McFarlane has been, he's going to be in charge of this game to the end of the season. For you, Manchester City, do you see them winning? Chelsea, how do they nick it through against Leeds United?
Honestly, Man City, Southampton, I think it's very good. It's going to be an easy one for them. Man City would ace it. I mean, it was surprising that Southampton literally beat Arsenal. I don't think...
surprising?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't.
No, it was not.
They won the FA Cup. And they've defeated 2 London sides in the FA Cup this season, Fulham and Arsenal in the last 2 previous rounds. And last time they faced Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, they defeated Manchester City. So it's just exciting, and this is Wembley, the fans are behind them. And this is the tradition of the FA Cup. The upsets are very likely and is on the cards, and Man City chasing the treble, yes, look like the stronger side, but Southampton, I think, also has something to show in this game.
Let's talk about Chelsea.
I'm going to choose Man City to ace that game. But Chelsea leads. I don't know. Chelsea right now is struggling. The last 5-6 games, back-to-back defeat.
No goals.
Yes. And if at the last match with, who did they play with? And
Brighton.
they had